Well, we're live here on Saturday, October the 30th, 2021. Yes, I know what year it is. Anyway, we've had a full weekend, a full day. We have been busy, busy, busy. So, all of you that aren't in Florida, I'm sorry for you. Because, man, we love it down here. Anyhow, we're going to talk about make your vision. Yes, make your vision, not have a vision, but make your vision. And people throughout life make excuses, and they're really good at it. I was one of them. And you can make excuses for just about anything and everything. So I was probably the king of making excuses. However, I learned you can make excuses or make a life. Chose to make a life. And the way you make a life is to make a vision. Starts in your mind, of course, but you have to make a vision. So I will cover a few instances of what I'm talking about. You guys can take it for what it's worth, but I'm telling you, stuff I've tell you and have told you, most of it is because I've had to do it because I've messed up in the past and I've had to fix myself. So these are actually tried and tested. I'm not kidding a bit. Tried and really tested. Okay. Have you ever heard people say they start off with, oh, my lot in life? And you think, oh boy, here we go. Whoever the person, guy or girl is, you know what's going to happen. As they go through their maladies that they're experiencing, you'll hear, you just don't know. Whatever. So you just don't know. Maybe and probably you do know, but you can't tell them that because, oh, they'll get offended. You just don't know. You just think you know. Well, you know, there is no one person that goes through horrible, horrible things and nobody else on the whole planet has gone or is going through them. So as soon as they start with you just don't know, you're either in for a long-winded treatise on how awful their life is, or you can excuse yourself. I've got to the place where when that phrase comes up, I've got to do something. Oh man. I just remember somewhere I got to be. Anywhere but there. Anyway, let me move on. So they're trying to get commiseration, somebody to come in with them and feel sorry for them, but they don't want to get out of their problem or they wouldn't be in it. Let me rephrase it. They don't want to get out of their problem or they wouldn't be in it. Do you see what I'm saying? If they didn't want to be in that problem, they would do something to get out of that problem. Okay, next. How about this one? You may have even said this. I did. Why am I not achieving success? I do all the right things. I say all the right things. I plan. I study. Okay. Now, our lives are determined by what we speak. Okay. I have $100 million in the bank. Oop, it's not there. Right. Why is it not there? You have to take action toward doing that. Proverbs 18:21 says, death and life are in the power of the tongue. And those who love it and indulge it, this can go either way, will eat its fruit and bear the consequences of their words. So if your tongue speaks gloom and doom all the time, that's what you're going to get. If it speaks prosperity and health, life, goodness, that's what you're going to get. But to get that, you have to take an action, not one, actions towards that goal. So we all focus on, for success-minded people, focus on the words we speak. And that's key. That is key. But you can't just focus on speaking great words. You have to take planned actions. Yep. You have to write a plan. And you have to act on that plan. You may do some things on gut instinct that are positive, and they make a positive impact. But you will never reach the heights you could reach without a written plan. Just saying. What do you want to be different? Lifestyle, your job, relationships, your car, your home, furniture, where do you want to send your children to college? Do you want to get an advanced degree? What is the biggest thing, the biggest issue, the biggest want you can think of? Name it. Use your mouth and name it. Get by yourself. I know if you say it in front of people, you'll probably be embarrassed. Name it. You have to know what you want changed and name it out loud to start the process toward obtaining it. Okay. And I will refer to my list I wrote in my newsletter, so I'll try to keep these steps in line with what I was saying. So let's fix this. Most of the times, most people have had to battle with their weight. I did. It's embarrassing, but I did. Okay, so I'm going to use weight for an example because I can tell you guys from experience. Or first, name the weight you want. Name the weight you want. I wanted to weigh what I weighed when my wife and I got married. I do now. I didn't then. Okay, write it down on paper. Write it down on paper. Now, is that it? Could be. Okay. You might take several sentences to do this next step. Write down why you want this item changed. Why did I want to lose weight? Health reasons. Fit in clothes that I had that were really nice I couldn't fit in anymore. I wanted to look better. I didn't want to have a big stomach hanging out there, Anyhow, whatever your reason is. Some of you ladies, and let me tell you, ladies, I don't care if you're 30, if you're 55, if you're 70. Most of you want to look good, and you can. All you need to do is lose a little bit of that extra weight and firm up those parts, like the tummy, that tends to not want to do what you want it to do. Takes a while, several months. It takes a while, but you will benefit health-wise. You'll benefit from the looks your husband and other people give you. You'll be able to fit in clothes that you haven't fit into in years. I am amazed at the number of women that we have encountered down here that are 65 and 75 years old and they look 30. Not kidding you a bit. It's amazing. How do they do it? They exercise. Nothing big time, just consistent, regular exercise. They do watch what they eat. They eat what they want. They just don't eat so much of it. That's a key thing. That was one of the key things that helped me lose weight. I ate what I wanted. I just didn't eat as much of it. Whew. I'm almost embarrassed to tell you how much I used to eat, but it was a lot. And now I eat, and I don't gobble my food. I take my time eating, which you should. If you're with somebody and they're gobbling their food down, say, hey, what's the hurry? I thought we will sit down and chat here for lunch or for dinner or for breakfast, whatever it might be. And they're just shoveling the food in their mouth as fast as they can. 99 times out of 100, that person's overweight. Notice them. I don't care if it's a man or a woman. Notice them. Usually it's men, but I'm trying to be balanced here. So it could be a woman. Usually you'll have men that they work whatever kind of job and they want to hog down the carbs and off they go. They're going back to work. Well, the food can't even digest. The blood has to get to the stomach to work the digestion. If it's busy working your muscles and stuff, it's not digesting that food. And then we have the belly. Okay, let me move on here. I'm getting long-winded. Visions are your reality. Yes, they are. Visions are your reality. And then I made a note in my newsletter. I said, I should say the reality that will become real, because you can have a vision and it's not there yet because you haven't taken any action towards it. But as long as you're determined to take action and do the action, that vision will become your reality. This is an amazing, it's amazing. Let's say you want, I don't know what y'all make, so let's say you make $30,000 a year and you want to make $100,000 a year. In a year, this year, 12 months from now to 12 months from now, you want to have made $100,000. Easy. Now, I saw y'all laughing. Yes, it is easy. How do you do it? Take the $100,000, divide it by 12 months. I'm not going to do all the math. Take each month and divide it by 30 days, not 4 weeks. Divide it by 30 days. That tells you how much you need to earn each day to achieve your goal of $100,000 in a year. Well, let's say you're making a third of that a day. And you're only working 5 days a week right now, and you're going, where's the other 2 days come in? Those other 2 days is where you find other ways to make money to make up for the lack of what you're making in 5 days. I know people personally that even, oh man, this has been 25 years ago. I saw them make consistently $7,000 to $8,000 a weekend by doing other things. A weekend? Are you even listening to me? Can you use an extra $7,000 a week by working 2 days? They did it. Watched them do it. I watched them do it consistently for 2.5 years. 2.5 years. They consistently did that, and then they changed what they were doing and started doing something else. But in 2 days a week, that's all they worked. Friday, Saturday. No, wait a minute. I'm going to take it back. They worked Saturday, Sunday. Yes, they did. So I know it can be done, and that was 25 years ago. So it's easier now to make $7,000 in a weekend than it was then. Anyway, let me move on. Let me clarify just a little bit. When I say, back up here, I got a little off ahead of myself. You need to be aware of the short-term and long-term costs of what you're about to buy. And then I said, spur-of-the-moment actions usually end up requiring atonement if possible. Sometimes you can't atone for the mess up you made because you had to have whatever right then. Look at that 75-inch QLED TV. I gotta have it. Could your budget have it? Did you pay cash for it? Did you put it on a credit card and pay it off at the end of the month? Then you shouldn't have got it. If you use a credit card for general, everyday thing, going out to eat or getting gas or whatever, and you can't pay it off at the end of the month, don't use a credit card. These are everyday expenses. Are credit cards good? They can be. You want that new $3,000 75-inch QLED TV? How much is it? It's on sale. It's only $3,000. Okay. I can use my credit card and get that. Can you? Is your credit card paid off for all of the everyday expenses that you've been putting on there? Okay. Use it if you can pay it off in 12 months. 12 into 30 goes how many times? Twice. 12 into 60 goes how many times? 5. $250 a month plus interest in 12 months. Can you do that? If you can, go for it. If you can't, don't get the TV. Don't get the couch. Don't get the whatever if you can't do that. I'm not being mean. I want you guys to be successful. My whole purpose is to help you attain a sustainable income, whether you're working or not, and be able to maintain that income for the rest of your life. Whether it's $1 million, $100,000 a year, $500,000, it doesn't matter what it is. What matters is, can you keep that income coming in and maintain your standard of living over the balance of your life? This is a good question that has come up. How long will my vision take? Oh man, let me tell you, that's a good question. How long depends on you. How much effort do you want to put into this vision? I've heard people say, oh, I'd like to get my college degree. Okay, did you start college? Well, no, because that costs money. Duh. We don't want free college. Some people do. People that want somebody else to do everything for them. If you want to go to college, start setting aside the money to pay for college. There's so many programs to help you get your degree, your bachelor's degree, your master's degree, your doctor's degree. Some one said, well, I don't have my high school diploma. No problem. They have free classes so you can get a GED, pass that, and then that is accepted at college. Yes, it is. So there is no excuse for lack of education. If you don't want to educate yourself, wherever you're at is where you're going to be at. Business people, and I don't care what level of business you are, whether you're an employee and you're a bricklayer, you're a cashier, You work as a janitor. I used to have a janitorial business, and I had a fund set aside for all of my janitorial people. And as long as they were there at work every day, did their job, got satisfactory reports on their job, I set aside X amount of money per hour they worked that went into a kitty. And after they'd been there a year, they could start accessing that money to pay for their books and their college. And they could get any degree they wanted. Didn't care what it was. I said, I don't care what you want to be. You get the form, show me what degree you're going for, bring me in if you want your books paid for, bring me in what the books cost. We'll see what's in the kitty and how much you have earned towards that, and I pay you that once a quarter. That's what I did. Because any education that you get is going to help you. So it didn't matter what degree they got. One of the guys was working towards his computer, what do you call it, Microsoft degree, and every 3 months he came in with with what the books cost. He says, how much have I got in my account? I said, we got enough to cover your books, no problem. Which we did. And I didn't care that he was getting something outside of, because it improved him. My focus is to improve you guys. And when I was in business, using an environmental service business, I wanted my people to get what they wanted out of life and attain it. I paid usually twice what the going rate was where I'm from for their services. Did they like it? Yes, they did. However, I said with that comes responsibility. I want an excellent job done. Don't want to have to go in with my white glove and find dust anywhere. And I didn't. I'd go in with my white glove, and buddy, there was no dust even over top of the doors. So they earned their money. Let me get to the last part here. I got 2 videos, one that I found on YouTube that's in my newsletter. By the way, if you're not getting my newsletter, go to www.astepabove.life. Get my newsletter. Or if you want a free copy, send me an email at therev, THEREV, at astepabove.life. I'll send you my newsletter one time. Free. No cost to you at all. So you can see if you like it, if it helps you, if it motivates you. So a quote, this is my quote. I said, when you accept things, or you just accept things as they are, they are. What am I going to say? If you just accept things as they are, they are. You accepted it. It's not going to change its colors. A leopard's not going to change its spots. You accepted it just like it was. Don't accept things as they are. If you don't like the way things are, start finding a positive way to change them. All right, make it a great weekend. Enjoy yourself, have fun, enjoy your family. And I guess the next letter is going to be a new month, November, Turkey month. Anyway, make it a great weekend.